Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
the chef.
The chef. The chef. The beach bum chef. Today. It is May 17th, 2016. Tuesday afternoon, 1:05 p.m.
Oh, you're early.
I know.
Really early.
The weather right now is 78 degrees. Real feel is 91 though. It is very humid. I mean,
sauna in here.
Yeah, it's a sauna. I mean, so I stepped outside this morning. I was already outside with a couple dogs, and he stepped outside with the other two, and he's like, "It's a sauna." That's like, you know. The high will be 78, low will be 71. We've been getting rain off and on, just, you know, which has been really nice. We were sitting outside earlier, and it was raining, and I was, you know, just kind of drizzling. Now, I'm on the awning, so don't freak out, but I was on the laptop, and for a few minutes, and then Brad was on it. I was sitting outside looming, talking with him, enjoying the weather. It was great. What did we do last night after I made my video? Not really anything. I made breaded fish, and then Brad did sliced cucumbers, and
got a little happy with the balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, he did. And then we had he did toasted some garlic bread in the toaster oven. He got to christen it. And then we had some leftover potato salad. And then I just kind of loomed and watched some Netflix, and Brad watched a movie. And then we switched beds again. So Brad's sleeping in the back bedroom. I'm sleeping on the pull-out couch because I have a tendency to stay up later at night than he does. Also, I like to sleep cooler than he does. Now, the back bedroom stays a little warmer than I like it. So, and I don't know. We're weird that way. You guys know, if you guys have been watching this for a while, that we switch bedrooms and beds and stuff frequently.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever works, right?
Well, we pulled that mattress pad up from the bed in the bed.
Yeah.
And it was...
in Wyoming.
Yeah, and it was too. I tried to sleep on it for about a week, and it was killing my back.
Yeah.
It was too soft. But I know you really liked it.
Yeah, cause see, well, you generally like to sleep on a softer mattress than I do because of his back. And that's why we can't sleep together, because first of all, both of us hog the blankets. Even when we did share a king-size water bed, we both had our own comforters. And even then, sometimes I took them both.
Yeah.
And I like to sleep a lot cooler than he does. Now, back when we first married, it was opposite. You know, we just switched everything. So, and he kicks constantly because of his neuropathy in his feet and legs. You know, and I do my own dance. So if you want to get any sleep,
Yeah, I pretty much do an entire exercise.
And we just don't like to sleep with anybody. We just, you know, like I said, the only reason we could do that king-size waterbed, it was a California thing, was because we both slept on rails.
It had padded rails, and then I slept up on the rails.
I did too. Yeah. So, but he got a pretty good night's sleep, finally. So did I.
Good.
And then, like I said, this morning I was telling you guys about being outside. And then I came in, and, well, he had made us bagels in the toaster oven. And then he got out my KitchenAid mixer. And I made homemade, you know, I whipped up some banana pecan bread, and it's baking in the toaster oven right now, and
Smelling good.
It smells really good. It does.
You guys can smell it.
No, because then they'd want some.
Well, I'm greedy like that.
You don't share.
I don't share very well.
Yeah, and then right now he's making we had some imitation crab that we wanted to use up, so he's making a crab salad we'll have on crackers for lunch. Tonight for dinner we're having chicken fajitas. Right, honey? Like I said, we're using up all the meat that we brought with us, basically, that was left in the freezer, and then, you know, because we won't buy imitation crab anymore because crab here is not expensive, and the same, we won't buy any more frozen fish because you can get it, you know, fresh here so cheap and easily, you know. I mean, we could literally go about half a block down to that trader and get fresh seafood. So, you know.
Right across the street.
Yeah. So that's about all we got planned on. We got to do some adult financial stuff this afternoon, and we got to clean. And then we're just kind of sticking around home. We might go for a walk later on. I'm not sure. If not, I'll stay here and Brad will go for a walk, maybe with just Charlie. Because if you take Nixie and it's thundering, she's going to freak out, honey. Because Nixie, our giant schnauzer, is just terrified of thunder. You know, firecrackers or anything. Something must have happened to her in her past. But yeah, she's one of those dogs that just really is terrified. And she's been acting that way this morning, you know. So, but no, it's a good day. We just woke up. We're both feeling happy. And, you know, we're getting stuff going. I'm happy when, like we were talking about yesterday, when you're done kind of camping and stuff, and you start just doing your full out living again, where, because, you know, I like to bake and cook, and you know, and so does he, and, you know, when you're doing more of the domestic stuff, you know, that, you know, I'm used to doing and stuff, and he's used to, you know, that every so often also, you know, if I got bananas that, you know, are overly ripe, I'll throw some banana bread in, or, you know, or anything like that. Right, honey?
Yeah.
You know, one thing that kind of got me is I woke up this morning and there was like 5 or 6 people just negative post after negative post after negative post, and it kind of gets you. It's like you look at your watch, you're like, damn, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. How can we be this negative so early? I mean,
you know, how many of everybody's friends have passed on?
Yeah.
And I'm sure that they would give anything to be able to wake up in the morning.
You know, we all have bad days. Okay, I'm talking about the chronic posters that negative after negative after negative, you know, most of the time. And I used to be really bad about that many years ago. So, you know, it's not that I don't understand. And I used to suffer from depression extremely bad. I lost literally years where I hardly even remember anything. I didn't leave my house. I didn't do anything. So, yes, I understand, and it runs rampant in my family. But, you know, just trying to start the day with a positive note.
Yeah. Because
we all have stuff going on. We all have problems. We all have unpleasant things going on. You know, just try to keep, my rule is, you know, I'm going to say 2 positive things for every negative thing I say. You know, and I can tell you, you know, there are friends of mine that are having some hard time financially or in relationships or health-wise. A lot of my friends health-wise, you know.
They were all getting older.
Yeah, I mean, we just found out a friend of ours had his second heart attack Sunday. But, you know, he knew what to do, and he got to the ER, and they did a catheterization, you know, at a different hospital. So he's back home and feeling good and stuff. And, you know, I mean, there's people that are friends of mine that are have cancer that they're fighting, or they have children that have cancer that are fighting, and I mean, you know, they're some of the most positive people. So, you know, I just try to keep it positive, you know, and I know life is hard. I mean, life can be really hard, you know, but all you can do is do your best and, you know,
be grateful for what you have.
Put on some happy music, or go for a walk, or sit outside even. you know, or do something you love to do. Think of when you were happier and there was something that maybe you did that you really enjoyed doing, and maybe you stopped doing that. That's what I did, kind of just start getting out of my depression and stuff. I started thinking about back when I was happier. And for me it was, well, because I was doing crafts. You know, I was doing crafts and I was, being creative and doing artwork and stuff, and that really helped turn things around. You know, it wasn't money, it wasn't because, somebody just made me so happy. I mean, your spouse or whoever you're in a relationship with can only they can enrich your life, but they can't make your life. You know?
Yeah, you need to find out what makes you happy and go for it.
Yeah, so that's just my opinion. I try to keep it positive. My husband tries to keep it positive. I can be, I can start going down that dark path times two, and I have to pull myself back and go, whoa, what the heck are you doing? So.
I look at it, if I wake up with a pulse, it's going to be a good day.
Yeah. I mean, life can be scary, change can be scary, and you gotta let go of the negative. And if you keep in a relationship with family or friends, or maybe a love relationship that keeps repeating but it's not getting any better, you're like a hamster on a wheel, it's time to jump off.
Yeah.
And it'll be scary and it'll be hard, but it's time to jump off.
Yeah. Most of the really scary stuff, us letting go of everything we do, but I wouldn't ever go back to that.
No. Yeah, it was scary letting go of everything we knew, and getting rid of most of our possessions, and coming out here. And honestly, we had not been out to this part of Florida before. We'd only seen pictures and stuff. We did a lot of research. Yes, we'd been to Florida before, but we had been in the Orlando area. And, but we figured, okay, we have an RV. It's our like our channel name says, it's our mobile zoo. If we didn't like this area, we could go on down the road or up the road or on the side road, or, so it was all good. And we just, this was just meant to be. We got down here, we fell in love with this area. I know a friend of ours had texted my husband wanting to know if we were looking for a house yet, and it's like, no, we're not. Okay, we like the trailer, we like this RV park that we're in. Our neighbors are really nice. It's very safe here. We have a great view of the ocean every day. I mean, 100 yards from the ocean, you can't beat. We can grab our fishing gear and walk down to the shore or out on the pier and fish. You can't beat that. I'm not going to rush into anything. Renting a house and stuff is very expensive. We would have to do furniture. We would have to do appliances. We would have to get all these utilities hooked up. I mean, that's really expensive. And if it means that we're living this way so my husband doesn't have to work and we can just do it on his retirement, it's much better, because his back is getting better.
But I'm not putting miles on my feet.
Yeah.
The daily miles.
Yeah. And, I mean, he's feeling better. He's found out some stuff about his former employment that was just, I don't know if it was shocking to him, and I'm not going to go into details, but let's just say we're glad he got out of it. Because he could kind of see this writing coming down the wall, and everything that he feared would happen is happening. So, but if it means living this way so that we're happy and stuff, because we want to stay in this area. We've decided that. We want to stay in this area. We want to be very close to the ocean. So, we probably won't buy a homestead. Yeah, we'd like to buy a couple acres, even park the RV on it, if it had utility hookup, and then go from there. But You know, we're not in any big hurry. When it's right, it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had planned on moving sooner than we did. About 6 months actually only though.
Yeah.
And we decided to hold off. And then just stuff started happening with my husband's job and with things locally and stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that it's like maybe we should just go ahead and just try it. And you guys even saw it wasn't until the last minute because we thought we were going to be living in a tent. Hi, Jasper. But it was right, and things fell into place. And you know, it's nice. Like my husband said, we'll never be homeless because we have this RV. You know, so and if something goes sour, we just start loading stuff up and hit the road.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So, but we like where we are right now, and we really like our neighbors and the view and the amenities here and stuff. So,
yep.
You know, like my husband just walked down to the laundry room, which is how many feet? Maybe 50.
It's about 50 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about 50 yards, and does laundry and comes back. You know, you don't have to sit there and wait for your laundry, and it's great.
And yeah, I know in the past you talked about how wonderful everybody is here.
They are. They're very, very, very nice.
Yeah.
They're very nice, and everybody watches out for each other, and you step outside and your neighbor's out there. It's like, hi, how are you? And they're very nice people.
Uh-huh.
So,
yep,
and it isn't a case of keeping up with the Joneses and great big super fancy rigs, that cost, hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's some nicer ones. There's some older ones. There's some ones that are even older than ours and stuff. And nobody is judging anybody. And it's all good. So
Yep.
Our dogs have gotten used to it. I mean, now we take the dogs out, and then Brad takes the two big dogs around back, because they kind of have shy bladder syndrome. They don't want to go pee in front of everybody or poop. And then he walk them back, and they go right in their kennels. He didn't even have to say anything. In fact, when he took them out this morning, we had to convince them that they needed to go to the bathroom before they went in their kennel. Because they like going in their kennels because they sprawl out and lay out and, have a great time. And then he takes, one dog doesn't care. As soon as she's outside, she's going bathroom. But the dachshund, she decided because the big dogs get walked, that she needs to be walked too. So, yeah.
She needs to go to the potty room.
Oh, and then I finally convinced my husband that he was carrying the dachshund up the steps. And I said, when you're not with her, she goes up those steps just fine. And he's like, years ago, I gotta tell him the story.
Oh yeah, wrap me out.
Years ago, we lived in this townhouse. It was a 3-story townhouse. Well, one of our cats, Misty, she at first didn't want to go down the basement steps. It was a full flight of steps down that's where their cat box was and stuff. Well, so Brad would carry her up the steps. She would go down, but she didn't want to come back up. Finally, I said to him one day, I said, when you're not home and you're at work, she goes up those steps just fine. I'm like, do you really think I'm carrying her up and down the steps all day long? He's like, fine.
They've got my number.
Oh yeah, and he'll pick up Missy and carry her to bed, and stuff. Yeah, they got him wrapped around their little finger. And then this morning, I'm trying to go back and cuddle with him in bed. This is OG rated, so don't worry. The dog wouldn't let me near him. It's basically the giant schnauzer. I kept trying to get close to him, and she kept kicking me. She'd get right in between us, and then she'd get her hind legs, and she'd pushing me away and kicking me. It's like, really? you know, I had him before you came along. But yeah, they didn't want me, because they were both laying on bed with him. They're like, excuse me, you're invading our space. But yeah, it's all good. I mean, you know, you can't have everything in an RV, but in life you can't really have everything. You pick and choose, you know. But for me, it's more important to be with my husband than to have him be bringing home a big paycheck. Because he even said, you know, if you want to be back in the house, I'll go get a job. You know, I'll go get a job, and then, you know, we can make enough, he can make enough money that we could get, you know, rent a house and stuff. And I'm like, no. And I did not move all the way across the country, almost 2,000 miles, so that you could be gone all the time again. You know, it's not good for him. You can't really do it, you know, and, you know, I need to go fishing with him. Somebody's got to gut my fish. Actually, I have no problem cleaning fish.
No, you don't.
No. You know, so I'm excited to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But anyway, that's our story. I know you guys are probably bored to death. But, you know, that's our life right now. You know. It's a good life.
Yes, it is.
It's not for everybody, but it suits us just fine. Right, honey?
Yes, it is. Yes, it does.
But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Love you guys. And I cherish your friendship. And we think you're awesome. And I did not drop Dina on her head growing up. She's trying to tell you guys this, but no,
Oh,
she
you
was.
pushed her down the stairs.
Were you there?
No.
She dropped me on my head.
But
She's not sweet and innocent she was. I can tell you a story. But she'll threaten me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.